Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I look a little bit different because I have cut off all of my hair and I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it and I just really wanted to change, and I don't know, I absolutely love it. I feel very liberated right now and I'm just really happy with it. That's a little bit of an update from me, but today's video is going to be a massive Glossier 101. So I have tried many of the products from the line. I haven't tried all of them, but I've tried most of them and I have them all sat next to me here, and I wanted to kind of make a video to tell you guys about what I like, what I don't necessarily think suits myself, and just what I think of them. They're kind of like mini reviews. I've been testing them out for a couple of months now. Glossier launched in the UK, I think it was the beginning of October, and they have just taken over London. They've opened up a pop-up shop and they're going to be in London until the 22nd of November. So if you live in the UK and you can get into London, then I would highly recommend going to have a look. You can go on my Instagram and check out a couple of pictures that I've uploaded, but it's just a really beautiful showroom and you can go in and buy the products, and it's just really beautiful. So as you can see, I have a bit of a problem. I have a massive problem. It's just so many bags. So I have done quite a lot of shopping, and I also did some more shopping yesterday when I went to the pop-up, and I only picked up two things, and one of them's actually for my boyfriend, but I really like the cute card that they put in there with my name on it. And then anything that you buy from Glossier, so if you go to the showroom in New York or the one in London while it's still open, or if you're shopping online, they also give you the pink pouches, which I just showed you there, and there's one here, and they also give you loads of cute stickers, which I think is really, really cute. I've also got a couple of them on my phone, as you can see. I've got a lipstick and the two kind of goggly eyes, and they're just really, really fun, and I just absolutely love the brand so much. So I'm going to go in now and basically show you what I've got and tell you a little bit more about some of my favourite products from the range. The first product is actually one of their newest, and this is the Glossier You fragrance. This launched, I think it was, when was it? It was the beginning of November, or it was like the last week of October this launched, and I have already gone through half of this bottle. I absolutely love this product, and I think this is probably my top 3 Glossier products, and I have had so many compliments on this fragrance. I counted one day, I had 8 compliments in one day from like people that were walking past me, friends, family, colleagues. They just loved it, and I really, really love it. I'm very particular with my fragrance. I don't particularly like very floral fragrances that much. I like to have kind of something that's got a little bit of wood in it as well, and something that's a little bit warm, and this ticks all of the boxes. I've got some notes here on my phone and I'm just going to basically explain to you a couple of the scents that are in it. So it's £45 obviously, and you get 50ml, which I think is quite reasonable. I mean, I wear a lot of Byredo fragrances, and a 50ml Byredo fragrance is about £95. So I think this is just as good as Byredo, so therefore I think that it's quite good value for money in terms of other more luxury fragrances that you can buy that this really compares to. So it has pink pepper and musk in it. When you smell it, it smells very clean, but it also smells quite warm, and you can obviously really smell the musk as well, but it's not a strong musk, I would say, and I'm just absolutely addicted to it. Now, the reason why I also love this so much is because it stays on so well. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews about this from some people, because some people have said that it doesn't stay on particularly well, but I find that it lasts really, really well on me, and it's really difficult to explain a fragrance over YouTube. I wish you could smell it, but it just smells incredible, and I love it so much, and I will rebuy this over and over again, and it's just a firm favourite now in my perfume collection, so I'm really happy I bought that. Just another thing really quickly, at the moment, I don't know if they're still doing it, but they're giving samples of Glossier You fragrances away every time you buy something on the website. So if you don't want to rush into buying a perfume perfume that you haven't smelt before. If you order a couple of other bits on the website, you can then get a sample of it and see if you like it. But so far I love it, and everyone that I've spoken to that has tried the products and received samples of it have said how much they love it. So it is a very, very popular fragrance. Okay, so my next favourite product is something that I use every day, and I've used this since August because my friend Sophia, who I talk about a lot on this channel, ordered me some stuff from Glossier in the US when she was there in the summer and very kindly posted it to me. And one of the first products that I asked her to order for me was the Glossier Boy Brow. Now this is the brown one and it retails for £14, so you can see that it's just got this really small thin brush, and what I do is I'm wearing it today and it's the only product I put in my brows. I love a thick heavy brow, but I don't necessarily like penciling my brows in because I still like them to look a little bit natural and a bit bushy, and I'm growing my brows out again, so I don't really take anything from underneath my brows when I get them threaded. But what I really like about this is it puts colour through the brow, but it's not really heavy, and the only way I can describe this is it feels for me like a push-up bra for your brows. So it keeps them in place all day, it saturates them with colour, but it doesn't make them look heavy, cakey or unnatural. It's a really, really natural product, but it's incredible in terms of the colour payoff's really good, and it just fills your brows out, and I am obsessed with it. My mum also loves it, and she has really, really sparse brows, and it makes such a difference to them, and I couldn't be without this product. That's actually what I picked up at the store yesterday, along with something else that I'll show you in a bit, but I absolutely love it. And I would say that if you're new getting into Glossier and you're not sure what to get, order one of these because it's just such an amazing product. Okay, so I would say that with Glossier I have a top 3 favourite products, but that doesn't mean that the others are rubbish. I love the others as well, but these are probably my top 3 favourite because I'm just obsessed with them and I use them on a daily basis. So the final one is also something a little bit more controversial, and it's this. This is the new Body Hero by Glossier, and this is the body oil wash. Now this is, again, is quite a new product. If you follow Glossier on social media, you would have seen the most incredible marketing campaign that they brought out when this launched. It was basically different women that work in the industry, they're models, authors, or just general friends of Glossier. They stripped off completely naked and had their pictures posted all over billboards in America, and the only thing that was covering them up was the Body Hero sticker, which also comes with it when you order it, and it's like a giant version of the label that's here, and it was like covering up kind of like the breast area or the bum area, or however they were posing. They were all posed differently. I'm like pretending to be in that right now, but I'm not. It's a body wash, so when you think of a body wash you think, oh my god, so boring, but this is so beautiful and I love it so much. This retails for £15, and what I like about it is it's got a pump dispenser at the top. So when you open up the product and when you pump it out, it's an oil, and then what I do when I'm in the shower is I pump it out and then I start kind of like massaging it onto my skin, and it turns into sort of like a creamy wash, and it smells absolutely incredible. It's got the scent of orange blossom and neroli in it, so it's just like a really warming kind of beautiful smell, and it really does stay on after you're out of the shower, and it just kind of lingers on your skin. It's got vitamin C in it as well, which is really, really brightening, and it's also got vitamin A and E in it, and I love it so much. I actually, when I went to the showroom yesterday, I tried the body cream on my arm because I haven't got that, and it's got like the most beautiful glow in it. So again, like if you're going to an event or you just like your skin to kind of glisten, you just put this on and it's got a bit of a sheen and it just makes your skin look absolutely beautiful. So I need to get that. That's on my Christmas list. I really love the scent of this, and I will order this when it runs out because it's just such a joy to use, and it just kind of like brightens your day up a little bit, and I love the packaging so much. So another product that is an obsession of mine, and I carry them everywhere. I have one in my car, I have one by my bed, I have one on my desk, my boyfriend has one now, and I am a total convert from my normal creme de la mer lip balm, and these are are the Glossier Balm.coms. So as you can see, I've got 4 here. This is the one that I picked up yesterday, and this is actually Billy's, and this is the mint one. This one smells really, really, really nice. I'm just going to talk to you really quickly about them. So they retail for £10 each, and they come in about 6 different flavours, and there's one that doesn't have any flavour to it. It's just normal unscented one. So if you don't like scented things, then it's definitely worth checking that one out. But basically it's like a universal skin salve, so you can put it on the lips, you can put it on your cuticles, you can put it on your elbows, or anywhere that's like very, very dry and dehydrated that needs some moisture. They have beeswax in them, which is an ingredient that's really good as helping almost as a protective barrier to the skin. They've also got castor seed oil in it, which basically helps keep moisture locked into the skin, so they are so hydrating. But obviously the thing that I love most about them is the smell. So as I mentioned, I've got the mint one, which is unopened. I'll just actually show you the packaging really quickly because I haven't got the packaging for the others. So it kind of looks like this when you pick it up. It's very bright, so I'm hoping it's going to show up. And then it's got these like really beautiful images on the side, and then obviously it says Glossier on the side of it, and then on the back it's just got some information about the actual product. My favourite one out of all of them has to be the birthdaybalm.com. So I think this was in collaboration with Milk Makeup when they brought this out, or Milk Studios, it's the same thing. This literally smells like birthday cake, and the difference between this one and all of the others is this one has a tiny bit of a shimmer through it, and it's not even going to show up on camera, but it basically, you push it out of there and it smells like birthday cake. I mean, it's just amazing. I absolutely love it, and I'm going to put some on now. These are just so hydrating, and I just kind of tell all my friends and family about them because I just think they're such a good little product to have in your handbag. So like I said, birthdaybalm.com is probably my favourite because it smells like birthday cake and it's a little bit sparkly, which is really cool. And then coconut, which is what I keep by my bed at night, which smells like coconut. It smells like kind of like when you're on holiday and you've got that like sunscreen on, and it just smells a little bit tropical. And then I've also got the rose, which smells like rose and is just a really beautiful scent. And what I like about them is they're not really overpowering, so when you put it on you're kind of not blinded by the scent all day and you're getting distracted, but it's just a nice comfortable scent to wear. So something else that I've been using and loving since August when my friend bought them for me are the cloud paints. So these came out in January, and I think it was in time for the Oscars because a lot of makeup artists were using these for the Oscars on different actresses, and they did a really, really amazing campaign for that. So I've got 2 shades here, which are Beam and Dusk, and I'm going to get them out so you can have a look at them. The packaging's quite cute. It's just like a pale pink on the side, and it's plastic, and then you just kind of push them out. These retail for £15 each, which I think is okay. I mean, you get 10ml in there. I don't think that they necessarily need to make them any bigger because I quite like how small and compact they are. So these are the 2 shades that I have here, which are Dusk and Beam. And what I really like to do with these is mix them together. So I'm actually going to show you the colour that I make. Well, I'll swatch them first so you can see them on their own, and then I'll mix them so you can have a look and see what they look like together because I love these so much. So they're kind of like a gel consistency, but they blend into the skin really, really nicely. Beam is the lighter one and Dusk is the slightly darker one. Dusk can also be used as almost like a contour, like a really natural contour, so something that's just gonna make your cheekbones pop a little bit but also give you a pop of colour. But this is what I like to do. I like to kind of mix them together and then pop them onto my cheek, and that's the kind of colour that you're going to get with that. Obviously you can add less or more of each colour to create kind of your own perfect concoction, but I really love these. They go onto the skin really nicely. So I mean, Glossier are all about skin first, makeup second. That's their mantra. And these just look really, really natural on. I find that they stay on really nicely. And I think the best way to apply these is just by patting it on. So I just smile and then pat it onto my cheek, and it gives a really nice finish. And they dry down to be a little bit matte, so they're not really, really shiny when they're on, which I really like as well. Something else that I try to use once or twice a week, especially as we're going into the kind of colder winter months now, is is the Moisturising Moon Mask. So Glossier do 2 different masks, and this is the one that I picked up. They do one that's more of like a clearing mask, so if you suffer from like kind of pores or breakouts and congested skin, then that's the super greens that you would want to use. But this one is the moisturising one. So this has hyaluronic acid in it, shea butter and sweet almond oil, so it's really, really hydrating, and it kind of just makes your skin feel really nice and kind of dewy and clear and just really bright. And I do find that this is really, really brightening. Now, this one retails for £18, and the product itself is just almost like a thick cream. So sometimes I like to wear this and just leave it on my skin overnight, or I'll just put it on my skin before I'm going out and leave it on as a mask for 10 to 20 minutes and then wash it off. My boyfriend steals this nearly every night, and he really, really likes it as a moisturiser, so he just leaves it on overnight and washes it off in the morning. But it's just really nice and rich and hydrating, and like I said, it's got the hyaluronic acid in it, so it's going to really give your skin the moisture it needs, especially, like I said, as we're getting into more colder months. Okay, so the next 2 products are probably my least favourite of the entire range that I have, but it's not to say I hate them, but I just think for me that they don't work that well. So the first one is the Milky Jelly Cleanser. Now, I think that this is a really nice product if you don't wear a lot of makeup and you are looking for a gentle cleanser. If you don't wear a lot of makeup and you've got sensitive skin, then you need to get this, because I think it's a really lovely product. It's got a really nice kind of rose scent to it, and it's a jelly kind of consistency, so you pump it out and then massage it into the skin and mix it with a little bit of water, and it will get your makeup off. If you wear the same sort of amount of makeup that I wear, so I wouldn't say that I cake my face, but I do like to wear kind of bronzer, concealer, foundation, powder, highlighter, then it will take more than 2 kind of goes with getting your makeup off if you're using this. Now, I find that this works better if I take my makeup off first with something like Bioderma, and then I go in and cleanse my skin with it. But if you're looking for a cleanser where you're not using kind of like anything oil-based beforehand, then you might struggle a little bit more with removing makeup with this, because it is so gentle. So what I like about the Glossier skincare range as well that I didn't mention, is also hypoallergenic and dermatologically tested, so that's something good to know as well. I do really like this, and I will continue to use it, but I probably wouldn't rebuy it just because of the amount of makeup I wear. But the typical kind of Glossier girl that they market to is mostly kind of girls that don't really wear much makeup and they've got like really perfect skin. Like, that's kind of the Glossier girl to me kind of looking at. So like I said, if you've got really good skin, you don't really have to wear much makeup, or you just don't like wearing makeup, then this is a really, really good cleanser. But if you do like to kind of layer your makeup up a bit, or you do use heavier makeup, then this might not be something that you would want to look at. But I would definitely go on the website and have a read of the reviews on there. This retails for £15, which is quite a fair price. You get 177ml in there, and I would say that it's quite travel friendly in terms of you can lock the actual pump, and I've travelled with this and I found it absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with this one, but I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And then last but not least is the Priming Moisturiser, which is this one here. Now, this is an interesting one for me because I really like the consistency of it. They do 2 different priming moisturisers. They do the normal priming moisturiser, which is this one, and then they also have the Priming Moisturiser Rich, which is slightly more expensive. This one retails for £18. It also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin A, C and E, so you need to make sure with anything that's got vitamin C in it that you're using a sunscreen underneath it, because this one doesn't have a sun protection in it. So just make sure that you use a sunscreen with this, because you're not getting your protection there. But I like this. I mean, it claims to be redness reducing and brightening. I can't say that I've noticed a difference in redness reducing, and I do suffer with quite red skin, but I like the consistency of this. Now, if you've got dry skin or you like a really nice, rich moisturiser before you put your makeup on, then you definitely won't like this. So this is what it looks like on the skin, and I'm just gonna spread it out onto my hand. It's quite a thin product, so like I said, if you like something thicker, try the other one. But I just find that for me, it's not really anything special, and I much prefer the Bobbi Brown Vitamin C Face Base, which is a really beautiful product, and it feels really thick when it goes onto the skin, and you can massage it in, but it doesn't look or feel too oily when it's all sunk in. But for me, I mean, this is sunk into my skin instantly, and I have quite oily skin. And I think personally I prefer something that's got a little bit more slip to it, so I need to try the thicker version of it, which I have heard really amazing reviews on. But if you have oily skin or you don't like the feeling of having heavy creams on your skin, then definitely check this out. But I definitely think that there are better products on the market other than this one, and if you're spending your hard-earned cash on Glossier, I personally wouldn't spend it on this, and I'd rather buy Cloud Paints and everything else that I mentioned, because I love all of them. So that is everything that I own from Glossier. I really want to try the skin tint. I had a look at the lipsticks yesterday, but to be honest with you, I have so many lipsticks, I just couldn't justify getting another nude or another red lipstick. But I tried a couple on and they felt really lovely on the skin. I've heard good things about the stretch concealer too, and I really want to try the Wilder, and I kind of wish I'd bought it yesterday, but that's for another time. So I really hope you enjoyed this kind of Glossier haul and you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Take care. Bye.